Oh hey guys, so today I wanted to show you something that I learned to do. So I figured I would make a video about it and teach you guys how you can do this too. Oh wait, let me shut my closet door. Hold on, let me shut my door real quick. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so over the quarantine period, a lot of people were doing things like, I don't know, puzzles, painting, going on walks, cutting their hair. I was studying how to do telekinesis. I became like a mad scientist over the past 2 months, and I figured out how to master this superpower. And you can too. You just have to have a lot of patience. A lot. So I'm going to teach you the first technique that I learned when I was first starting my telekinesis journey. The first thing you're going to need is an eraser. So I have this little cupcake one, and then you're going to put a needle on top. Then you're going to take a small piece of paper. I'm using a Post-it. So you take your paper, you're going to fold it horizontally, or was that vertically? Then you're gonna fold it vertically or horizontally, and then you're gonna fold it diagonally, like this, okay? This is what's gonna balance the paper on the needle. So, as you can see, I have my little setup here. So this is how you can really practice moving a small object with your mind. So just a disclaimer, I don't know if I'm going to be able to really do this so perfectly on camera because I'm going to explain it to you at the same time, and this type of work requires like really intense focus. So I'm going to do the best I could, but yeah, I hope that you guys can follow along with me, and yeah, so let's see. That wasn't me, by the way. Is put your hands close to the object. Keep your hands here. Find a place that you want. I'm just trying to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. And then what you're gonna do is focus on one spot on your paper and really focus on it and really become the paper. Become one with your object. This object is you. It is just as much you as your arm is you. Now the goal is to have it spin in a circle, and it's very rare for that to happen on your first time. It takes practice, but you can get there. So since I just finished basically the little mini tutorial, I thought it would be helpful to give you some tips if you're just starting your telekinesis journey. Tip number 1 is to be a consistent meditator. I've talked about this on my channel probably a few times, but I meditate 2 to 3 times a day, and it's really good for focus, like mind focus, which is really everything that telekinesis is. So if you meditate a lot, you are more than likely to be great at this. And if you don't meditate, I recommend that you start, because it's going to be really difficult for you, and it's going to be even more difficult for you to even believe that you can obtain this power if you don't meditate. Yeah, meditation, and then research. I researched telekinesis. I found out about telekinesis from like movies and stuff, and I'm just the type of person that always is like, I want to do that. So I was like trying to figure out if it was even humanly possible, and there are so many people that can do this. People just don't know about it because they don't even consider the fact that this is something that they can do, which is, you know, normal. It seems pretty out there, but it's possible. So yeah, do your research, figure out if this is something that you even want to do, because you're not gonna be successful at telekinesis if you, one, don't really care for it, or two, don't believe in it. So if you're one of the two, I would just, you know, maybe watch it for entertainment, or you could just make fun of people that think that they can do telekinesis, because yeah, that's something that some people do. And my third tip is to practice as much as possible. For me, I took a lot of this free time that I had to do a lot of self-development, so I just, you know, learned a lot of things. I know I'm such a loser. Anyways, so yeah, those are my 3 tips for you if you're just starting your telekinesis journey. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that your mind is expanded, or maybe this just entertained you. Also, just a disclaimer, I don't want anyone to be afraid of me. I'm not going to use telekinesis to hurt anyone or to do any destruction. Oh, I also wanted to tell you a really cool story about it. So yesterday I was in Target and I was walking past this lady, and she was like pumping lotion into her hand, and I looked at the lotion and the whole shelf like fell to the floor, and she looked at me and I was like, oh no, she knew that I did that with my mind. So I just kept walking, but it really like occurred to me that I was getting so good at this, so I was like, I have to make a video and share this knowledge with you guys, because I think everyone should know how to do telekinesis because it's just totally fun. Yeah, so that's just a little story about how telekinesis is and the things that you might be able to do in public. Just, I would probably not tell everybody that you can do it, because most people aren't going to believe you, and then if they don't believe you, you might not believe in it, and then your dreams will be crushed. So yeah, that was, I think, enough for you guys today. I will see you in my next video. Oh wait, just to keep this appropriate, I'm gonna turn this video off with my telekinesis. Bye.